What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to get the best follower for a melee type character. She's pretty good for other things too, but mainly she's fantastic if you just want a pal to run in there with you and smash things up. I'll show you where to get her in a moment, but first let's go over why she's good. We'll start off with her perks. Her name is Veronica Santiago. She's got one unique perk called Scribes Assistant. This allows you to use her like a workbench so you can craft things. You can also, which a lot of people don't know, learn a secret special move from her. It's called Scribes Counter. This move is pretty damn good, if you play an unarmed character especially. When you successfully block an enemy's attack, it gives you half a second to do a counter attack, which is basically a fast jab. The advantage of this is that it allows you to attack from defending, and therefore you take a lot less damage when fighting. To get this perk from her, you either have to give her some formal attire, or the White Glove Society attire, which you can find in the White Glove Casino. Just talk to her and put it in her inventory, and she'll teach you the special move. This skill is permanent to your character, so I thought I'd talk about it first, just in case you want to get this skill but don't want to use her as a follower. It would be pretty mental not to use her as a follower though, because there's another secret perk you can get from her. After you've completed the Dead Money DLC, when you come back through the abandoned Brotherhood of Steel bunker, which is located just here on the map, it will give you the option to download the holotape from the terminal in this room. If you then give the holotape to Veronica, it will buff her attack speed by 150%, which is ridiculous. And if that wasn't ridiculous enough, it also gives her 25% chance to knock enemies down every auto attack. Every attack. It's damn overpowered in my opinion. She's also the only follower in the game that has power armor training, so you can gear her up with any type of power armor, perfect for getting in the thick of the fight. If you don't know where to get power armor, I'll leave a link in the description on where to get her some. The T51 power armor will buff her strength and give her radiation resistance. It's probably the best way to go. Veronica has about 400 hit points, which is one of the highest out of all the potential followers you can get, so she doesn't go down easily, especially if she's in power armor. Now let's talk about her skills. At max level 37, she has a level 100 science skill, 100 unarmed skill, and 100 energy weapon skills. She is very proficient at using energy weapons in fact, and sometimes it's actually more effective to let her use them instead of her fists. Even though all her perks make her unarmed abilities the best in the game, her skill in range and close quarters combat makes her very useful in all situations. If you're going to give her an energy weapon, I recommend using the Alien Blaster, or another powerful energy pistol. As you can see, she's very proficient in range. She actually starts off with a laser pistol and a normal power fist. The power fist does a lot of damage, especially early on in the game, but the best unarmed weapon you can give her is Pushy, a unique power glove. It does tremendous amounts of damage while also knocking people back. I'll leave a link to my guide on how to get that in the description. With this weapon and her combat perks, she'll be doing probably more damage for you in close combat. If you're going to use Veronica, I recommend using a melee character yourself, because personally, I found she was way more effective this way. She doesn't really make a great tank if you're going for a ranged character, because she doesn't aggro enemies before you do consistently, so she's not that reliable as a tank. Make sure you set her to aggressive though, as this really helps. Cazadors are the only enemies that will eat her up in close combat, that and Deathclaws, as you would expect. Overall, she's probably one of my favourite followers, so where can we find her? Well, you're going to need to head to the 188 trading post. It's located here on the map. If you just follow this road south from New Vegas, you'll find it. Once there, find Veronica. She's wearing a hooded cloak. I'll just have a quick look around so you know the kind of context of the area. The trading post is like a bridge leading over the road. So once you find her, just talk to her. All you need to do is make sure that you don't insult the Brotherhood of Steel, or she won't agree to be your companion.
But you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
So just tell her the Brotherhood of Steel are doing the right thing, and then she'll agree to join you.
Do they? Oh, that's a relief. I wasn't so sure myself.
She's actually a great person to have on your team, even in hardcore mode. She can go toe to toe with most any enemy and handle stuff pretty well on her own. Just make sure you give her a few stim packs, just in case. One thing I didn't mention, which is actually really important, is actually she's just a great character. She has good dialogue, good banter, and she's got some interesting quests that you can do with her too, that will actually buff her character further. I'll leave some more information in the description on that quest. It's called I Could Make You Care. Depending how the quest plays out, you can either get a buff that gives her another 30% increased attack rate, on top of the 150%, or you can get the Bonds of Steel threshold, which gives her +4 to her damage threshold, which makes it one of the highest in the game. Anyway guys, I hope this video guide helped you out, and if you want to find more unique weapons, followers or armor in Fallout, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.